Yodobashi camera. Alright, what's up, people? I went to Starbucks with my wife yesterday. She had a coupon. 2 coffees for the price of 1. Yeah, it was alright. And did a little shopping afterwards, and I picked up this thing, which, as you can probably tell, is for the Nintendo Switch. It says Cyber Switch. Yo. And it's basically a grip case, and once again, like they often seem to do, it doesn't appear to have like an actual name. It's just like, this is what this does, and it says you can put your Switch in it and it feels good, essentially, is what it says. Like it's a grip that makes it easier to use or whatever. Like there's no catchy name like the Switch grip or some such. But anyway, it wasn't cheap. It was actually 2,000 yen right there. And I had some points, so I used those, so that was cool. But anyway, I want to put my Switch in there and see if it makes it better, because I've been playing the Switch portably more recently. This is my Switch case that I use most of the time. I have another one as well. And my Switch kind of barely fits in there. And one concern I have is if I decide I love this, I'm going to have to get a different case, because I don't think it'll fit in there. But I've been playing a lot of Pixel Junk Monsters 2 on my Switch, and that's a really good game for playing portably. There's some of my games. And I like this case. I was enamored with Breath of the Wild, so I felt that I had to have this case. Now I'm like, whatever. I mean, I love the game and everything, but I don't know. Right, so it looks like I might need to upgrade the case anyway, but that remains to be seen, because I don't know if I'm even going to like this. And to be honest, as far as like holding it, the Switch, it feels pretty decent in my, fairly big hands. Like that's a good size, and I'm not sure that it really needed a grip. However, one reason I can say that is because I've got these, whatever they're called, and I don't know. If somebody asks me, I can try to find it, but they're just rubber covers for the Joy-Cons, but they're padded on the bottom with rubber, and so it gives it a really good grippy feel. And then I've got analog covers as well. I think they came as a set, but if you look at that, I don't know how easy it's going to be to show that, but it makes a big difference for like holding it. Really, having that little thing on the back is a big help. And I want to say that maybe these are, if you really get into a game, that you can, rip them off, but I don't know, that could be a signal that you're getting too into the game as well. But in any case, let's stick this on there and see how much it scratches up the machine and how much it sucks, and if it's awesome or whatever. I don't know. If it's really horrible, I might take it back. So for starters, it's kind of wobbly, you know what I mean? And it's all plastic. Like there's no sort of padding to protect it, or like a little thing to, what do I want to say? I don't know, we'll protect it. Like it's got the holes, the openings for all the stuff that you want to put in there, I think. I don't know if this will fit in the dock, but I want to say maybe not, because it's going to add to the thickness. As it actually works with the dock. It wasn't super easy to get in, like it normally is, but I did get it in there. I don't know if it's a good idea to use it with the dock. I'm not recommending it necessarily, but it can be done, because it's being done by me. Yay. That's kind of interesting. You can put 2, I didn't know this, I didn't notice it, you can put a game card here and here, so it has extra storage for game cards. So I guess they're thinking that you're going to be popping this thing in and out, which again, I don't feel that it's well designed for that, because it's just plastic, hard plastic, and no sort of padded thing to stick it on there. Like I have lots of these kind of cases for the PS Vita, and some are like this and some aren't, but the good ones have not necessarily, I don't know, there's some kind of a way to put it on and take it off, or put it in and take it out, depending, that protect the machine. And this, I don't know, let's just do this. Turn around so it's facing me. What should I go with first? Maybe that, I guess. It's pretty snug, which you would, expect. You'd want that. Okay, so with the Switch in it, the wobbliness, I can say, is still there, but it's not too bad. And it's certainly more sturdy than these, right? I might still prefer these, I don't know yet, that remains to be seen. Obviously, if you're playing and you want to switch to 2-player mode or maybe play some Mario Odyssey with these off, you're going to have to pop this out of the case and take them off. Unless you have extra ones, like I do, I guess you could just keep it that way. One major complaint, I'll say, is there's no stand. Alright, there's nowhere to, you know what I mean? Like the Switch itself has a stand, but when you put it in this case, you sacrifice said stand. It does have a vents for the vent, and you can still charge it. Obviously, you can still put in the game card. It looks like the memory card slot is covered. I will say it does feel nice, like it feels better. However, the what are these called? ZR and ZL buttons are kind of mushy because all they are is just buttons on top of the actual buttons, and that could get old pretty fast, I think. So it depends on what you're playing, you know what I mean? If you're playing a game where you're mostly just doing this and this, I think it could be pretty good. However, if you're going to be playing like Doom, you might get pretty sick of this. Or Mario Kart, you know what I mean? Like I'll have to play around with it a bit and get back to you on that. But yeah, I don't know, it feels about how I expected it would. It does feel nice in my hands though, I will say that. I'm not happy with this. I feel like they could have done a little better job with that. So to get it off, right, because let's say I've stored a game in the back there, just twist it and it'll pop out. Right? Right, yeah, this is what you do. I think that's what they're trying to say. Yeah, so I guess it's okay, but I don't really want to be doing that all the time, pulling it out and putting it in. But, see, so now I have access to this again, which is nice. Oh, looky, looky. What a nice feature that you have completely ignored, jerks. I might actually take this back. I don't know. And what was the other thing? Oh, yeah, the memory card slot. Where was the memory card slot in this thing? There is one, right? Game card. I can't remember. Yeah, right, the memory card slot, that's right, is behind the kickstand. So, once again, not that you're pulling that out and putting it in all that often, sorry, but like ever, right? But I think for me, if I can put up with these buttons, and if otherwise I really like it, I might just keep it in there permanently. I'll just pop it back in. I mean, if I find that I can pop it in and pop it out, like that went in pretty easily, right? And I'm not, to be honest, I'm not that concerned about scratching up my Switch because it's like, it's gonna probably get used until it dies. So whatever. And it's not like a collector's item sort of thing. I don't know, like my Vitas, I'm more concerned about scratching them up because they're kind of beautiful and kind of awesome. But my Switch, I'm like, it's okay. Plus it's a Nintendo, right, thing, and I don't know. I want to say that they're tough, but there's the whole warping thing. So here we go. That's how it looks. And I mean, this is kind of obvious, right? But here's the case, yeah, that I have it in, or had it in. Ugh, English. That ain't going in there, people. Like, that's just not, that's not happening. Like, no. Nope. So, yeah, I might, if I do decide to keep this, I'll probably buy yet another Switch case, and I've got another one too, but it keeps all, like, my accessories. So, right, okay, anyway, let's try playing something. This is an unexpected kind of bonus. You can totally use this as a controller grip. I'll stop talking. I hope that she's not saying anything important because I'm totally ignoring her. Go to the Shrine of Resurrection and return the Sheikah Slate to its terminal. Okay. Just let me move. Why can't I move? Okay, there we go. Right, so this game uses these buttons, right? Like a lot. I don't remember what any of the bloody buttons are, actually. It's been almost a year since I finished this game. And I didn't complete it like 100%, but I beat the game, you know what I mean? Anyway, let's see here. Great game. But yeah, I'm totally using this like the the flex in the middle, right? Like that's basically alleviated when you put the switch in because the switch isn't flexy. But even though it has that, these stay in. Like this thing, it does have an explanation for how to put it in and how to take it out. It's just that it's such small print, I didn't even notice it at first. It's like I didn't notice that it said that it had holders for games. But I'm actually starting to like this thing more and more the more I use it. And now I'm just trying to find out if I can tolerate these buttons. And again, I really think I need to play an FPS to be sure. But what's how do I jump? What is going on? I don't remember. Right, that's right. Okay, let's float around and do some stuff here. This game, oh, yay! I believe I can fly. Oh, so cool. I missed this. This ruined kind of open world games for me for quite a while because I always wanted to do that, like fly or glide, and I was like, what's wrong with this game? It's a piece of crap. I can't even fly around. You gotta be kidding me. Like Horizon Zero Dawn, I so wanted to play that game. I still haven't really played it, well, other than like a couple hours, because it was like just so, I don't know, not Zelda. And I love the graphics too. Anyway, so what's happening here? I mean, the buttons are pushable. Better be sure not to save this. I think I'm wasting my frozen arrow things. I don't even know. Like, I gotta say, this thing is surprising. It's better than I thought. It's easy to take out. It did say on there, I started to say this, you just kind of support the back like that, and then they just pop out. Now, when you've got them in like this, which wasn't meant to be used this way, but you totally can, which is so cool. Like this is way more comfortable than the one that Nintendo made. You know what I mean? Because they're kind of just awkward. The fact you can do this, the fact you can put it in the dock, and the fact that it's pretty dang easy to take in and take out and put in again over and over. It's good, and it's quite comfortable. Like, again, I don't know, $20, I guess that's kind of the upper limit, but I do not regret this purchase. I'm going to be using it from now on. I can't believe that it's dockable. That's so cool. And then now I'm just going to have to get another case. This thing keeps making me eat my words. I don't know what to say. Like, I really like this. I just played a race on Mario Kart 200cc. I was flying around the track, and I had no problem with the buttons. Again, I can't speak to FPS, but in Mario Kart you're using these buttons all the time, and it wasn't an issue. And I was just using the Switch without the case, and the buttons are kind of hard to push, especially the lower one. This is actually an improvement. So I kind of have to take back what I said. I think this is awesome. I love this thing. Like, I think that was actually 2,000 yen well spent. Spent. So I'm not going to be able to do well now because I'm looking at the viewfinder. So let me try and actually look at the track. But I just want to demonstrate that that I suck at video games, apparently. No. Okay, I'm trying to focus on the game here. Give me a minute to get back into the feel of it or whatever. But it's 200cc, so right, I suck at that anyway. But it feels really good to play it, and you know, there might be, like I mentioned earlier, a little bit of like delay, but it's not hampering my gameplay experience. Do you know what I mean? I love this thing. What's left, there's no standstill, and the other thing is I'm a little concerned if I am popping it out. Oh, my head. Okay, come on, you can do this. I don't talk and do things well, so at the same time. No, what was I gonna say? It's just, this game's so hard. Like, the 200cc is the first time I've ever played a Mario Kart game where I actually felt like I had to use the brakes. In all the other Mario Karts, pretty much, except maybe with a few moments where you need to, the brakes are just not a part of the... Ugh. Oh, I love this game. But this track maybe not the best example. I just did Moo Moo Farm or Moo Moo Meadows or whatever it's called, and I was flying. It was awesome. This, yeah. Anyway, it's awesome. Like this grip thing is really good. So there might be better ones coming, but this is the only one that I've seen so far, and I can recommend it. I really like it. So there you go. I was wrong. It's good. At least in my opinion, it's good. I'm really done making this video. The high production value, it's one of those things that is a thing. Okay, bye.